Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Coffee and Chill. My name is Guitar Rex. Thank you for the follow right before the stream. Felix. I'll call you Felix because I know your name's actually Felix. Nice to see you, Felix. Hello to everyone in the chat. Paginator in with first. Yaro Taro lurking away there. And Plusonic as well. Hello. Hello. And Undercooked Cookie as well. Hello, friend. Lovely to see you. It is technically lunchtime, but I'm still going to call it the morning. This is a practice stream. So I'm going to sit here and practice some stuff. And if you desperately want requests, there are point redeems for that in the little fossily buttony thing down in the chat corner. So you can absolutely redeem those for song requests and live learns if you want. They are expensive because today is not designed for requests. Today's designed for practice, but you can still have them if you desperately want them. Yeah, I'm going to get on with some practice. I am working on something called the Final Fantasy Opera, the Final Fantasy Piano Opera from 7, 8, and 9. It's a bunch of, like, what are best described as virtuoso piano arrangements of pieces from Final Fantasies 7, 8, and 9, funnily enough. And they're really cool. And we had a crack at 2 of them last week, and we're going to continue to have a crack at 2 of them. We might have a little look at some more today. I don't know. We'll see where it takes us. But yes, hello Human 2.0 as well. It's definitely lunchtime. I agree. I've got my beautiful dirty chai in my little Pokeball mug, and I'm going to do some piano practice. So, good day to you too, Yaro Taro. You guys are welcome to vibe. You're welcome to ask me questions and things as we're going. Feel free to stick around. Feel free to just to lurk. You just even being here is appreciated. So, anyway, let's play some piano. Oh, I should probably. Stream Elements is not doing the right thing. 1 second, guys. Let me fix that because otherwise that's going to get very annoying very quickly. And if you hear any construction noise, it's because the big metal dinosaur is destroying a building opposite my place as well. Timers. Request reminder, practice. There we go. There we go. There we go. 9 a.m. where I have 9 p.m. at night. That's what I meant. My goodness. Chai does not equal lunch. Food. Listen. I never said it did equal lunch. But it is lunchtime and I am drinking a dirty chai. And I don't care what people say. Coffee is food. Alright. So last time we had a go at Final Fantasy VIII Ami. I'm also still terrible at playing a C major scale. I'm still getting it wrong. I need to work out why. I need to do some Googling. I need to talk to some experts. I can't believe that of all the scales, like, that's the one that's, like, causing me trouble. So, hello, note unworthy. Coffee is not food. Have food with your coffee. No. Spook Soldier says, dropping you a lurk. Thank you very much, Spook. Lovely to have you. Undercooked Cookie says, coffee and a cigarette is the best lunch. Obviously, you are too young to be saying that. Also, please don't smoke cigarettes. I haven't looked at this piece since we touched it on stream last week, so I'm going to just go straight in with it and see how much of this I can remember from last week. This is Ami. hello P1, hello, how are you? I saw you celebrating 500 followers last night, so congratulations on your 500 followers stream. Let me do a quick shout out. P1 is a wonderful member of this community who is just wonderful. They're just wonderful. There are no words. No, go give them a follow if you're not already following. Follows are free and they support streamers. The more followers a streamer has, the more stuff they can do, and watching the number get bigger makes people happy as well. So do the thing, make people happy. It's free. Toro says he's cracking something. Yes, that's basically the gist of this stream, is just me like sort of practicing things. So this was a piece that we spent the first hour on last week. So this is hour number 2 on this piece, and I can kind of muddle my way through it, but there's a lot of like cleaning up to do. So I'm going to do some of that. P1 says, thank you. The stream was amazing, but I didn't end up getting my work done, so now I have 5 hours to rush it done. Well, P1, get it done. Lurk away and like use us as your soundtrack. Do the thing. Do the thing. You got this. You can do it. What is 8? This is registered at 80 BPM. What even is 80 BPM? This is what iPads are good for. That's faster than I sort of think it is. Okay. That's fine. We'll take it a bit slower than that for now. But that's where we're aiming. I think it's safe to say those 4 bars are just done. Ready? Okay, that's our first mistake. Let's fix that. Put a little highlight tool on that. And another one there, because I keep messing that up. Voltum Hutmakia. Hello! Good morning. Sounds like you are having the best day already. Welcome to the practice stream. We're just doing practicey things. I'm going to actually lower my seat a little bit. Here we go. That's a nice 4 bars. Okay. None of that is impossible. It just needs cleaning up so it sits under the fingers a bit better. Walter Hutmacher says, it's all right. What a lovely dabbing panda shirt there. Thank you. It was a gift from one of my brothers. Nice harmonies going on that. Yes, the piano opera series. So this is arranged by Hiroyuki Nakayama. Fantastic musician. Give them a look online. They are incredible. But they were commissioned to do a whole bunch of quote-unquote piano opera arrangements. So a lot of the Final Fantasy music that you might know on the piano is the piano collections arrangements from about like 20 years ago. I'll type it down for you, Volta Hutmaki. It's Hiroyuki, forgive my pronunciation, Hiroyuki Nakayama. But yes, Morgan says, at work right now, currently on break, work's internet is trash. Have a great stream, mate. Thank you very much, Morgan. Lovely to have you stop by. Okay, right. Let's keep going. Where were we? Oh yeah, the triplets. They are lovely chords, aren't they? Ooh, that's a weird voicing. Love myself some dim chords. What are these chords actually? Should we have a look? Functionally, we're in A major, so we're finishing on an E7, which is the dominant. Our approach chord is this, mother. Just like a D half diminished, maybe? Yeah, that's probably what I would call that. D half diminished, E7, and the D half diminished functioning as a 4 substitute. Was that a major with a minor 7th or minor major 7th? That's the bond chord, isn't it? Yeah, minor major 7. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. My phone is shouting at me again. It's fine. But this chord, diminished 7th, straight minor. So this is an approach chord to this minor, which forms the 2 of the 2-5-1. Then we have this approach chord, minor with a major 7, or the bond chord. The Where is Thomas chord. Is that from Thomas Was Alone? I love that game. It's a brilliant game. Alright, let's put it in context. Second. But if you're like, where is Thomas? You can play that. Where is Thomas? It does sound all mysterious. Also, any whole tone based scale. Where is Thomas? My mom always wanted me to get into kids media and be like kids TV show announcer and like singer and stuff. And I like doing it every now and again and stuff, but I don't think I could work with kids like every day of my life. That's more dreamy though, I think. Yeah, no, the whole tone scale is absolutely more like it's the whole ethereal sort of impressionist sort of thing, whereas the yeah, you've got that sort of ambiguous kind of what kind of minor is it? Less crunch, yeah. Anyway. That's better. Should have just trusted my hands there. I do actually know that bit. we get this really interesting like little counter melody section coming up next. I really like it because it's got the... So it's got that little thing, but it's got this melody on top. Isn't it lovely? Isn't that lovely? Just this sort of like little waltz of melodies. The problem is that the left hand's busy, so the right hand's got to handle both of them and try and make them both sing in their own way. That's the tricky thing about the piano, is like when you get these sort of like different ideas, like this one. When you get those little like sort of bouncy melodies, sort of like back and forth, making them feel distinct and have their own personality, it can be very tricky. I think this can be super learnful for composing your own music as well. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're getting something out of this, great. My aim is not to be teaching so much as it is to be learning myself. But if you guys are learning something, great. More coffee. Right, let's nail down this counter melody section because it is gorgeous. Last bar. So that really needs to sing at the top. Ugh. Missing a note. It's just communicating that melody between the two hands, making it feel... Well, if it isn't the only non-gamer streamer that I watch, hello, LeSurf. Lovely to have you in, darling. I was talking about you the other day. I can't remember why. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Come vibe. We're just doing a little practice session today, so sometimes talking a little bit about the music and sometimes just noodling. I think I want to learn sight reading as well. Playing by ear is fun and all, but I think sight reading is a nice skill to have in doing gigs, isn't it? Absolutely, Volta So the best thing is to have a balance of both. A lot of the pianists that I work with are very, very excellent at learning by ear. That's not always necessarily an option. So if you have to learn by dots as well, and that isn't necessarily itself a limited form of communication, I often don't have to prep anywhere near as much for a gig because I can read dots. I'm definitely an ear person. Lots of people are ear people. I'm very fortunate to have had a classical upbringing with the piano and sort of taught how to read music from quite a young age, which is great. But it also means that like I'm a little bit out of practice with memorizing things. So I very much rely on the reading. So even now while I'm learning that, like, some of the difficulty of what I'm doing is the fact that if I wasn't looking at the dots on the page, I could concentrate a little more on what my fingers are actually doing and do it a little better. So there's advantages and disadvantages to both, but I think a healthy balance of the two is definitely the way to do it. But anyway, let's go back a bit and link this all together. It's already much better than this morning. bit. Yeah, we're kind of there. We're kind of there with this section C. Just need to learn. You know what I should do, actually, is find a way to stream my iPad to the screen so you guys can see what I'm doing at the same time. Would that be useful? I don't know if anyone like reads sheet music and things like that. Maybe I should ask Mollypod how she did it. Note unworthy. If you're there, can you ask Mollypod how she did the thing? Get one of my mods to ask you that. All the surf, if you're still there, if you feel like texting Mollypod and asking her about it, feel free. It might be helpful. I might set that up on stream. Okay, carrying on. I would like it, but I don't know how many musician viewers you have. An alarming amount, actually. I could tell you for certain already I've seen maybe 5 or 6 quite competent musicians in my chat. People that I know from real life and otherwise. And, you know, I don't necessarily need to cater to every level of musician. If a beginner comes in and asks me about things, I will explain as best as I can. But, you know, there's 1,000 different Twitch streams out there for 1,000 different abilities. So, you know. That's getting easier. Oh, so close. My goodness, and the dinosaurs are getting rowdy outside as well. So close. Then it can be an additional thing. Capture cards for that aren't expensive as well, I think. Yeah, I believe Mollypod used an app for it to stream from her phone when she was doing Pokemon TCG Pocket. So I know there's an easy wireless solution. I might just text her now. Hang on. Mollypod, if you're not following her, is an excellent, excellent streamer. But let me actually just WhatsApp her. Queen, how do I stream my iPad to the PC? Question mark. I know you did it with your phone. Question mark. I'm on stream now, texting you lol. She's already responded, hello darling. So we'll see what she says. There it is. That's lovely, isn't it? That's really lovely. An app called AnyMiro, paid for it but weren't expensive. Let's have a look how much it costs. AnyMiro, because I would love to be able to use this on the regular. My goodness. Too many notifications coming through on my phone all at once. AnyMiro. Did she mean any mirror? Did you mean any mirror? Or is it a Windows thing? Let's Google it. Let's have a look, chat. Let's have a look. AnyMiro. Because it'll be really interesting if you guys can see the music that I'm working on as well. You can see the little like notes that I write on it. Oh, AnyMiro. Oh, okay. AnyMiro. But there's a free download version. Okay, what's the difference? What is the difference between the free version? Well, let's start with the free version and just see what it says. I don't know if installing something whilst I'm streaming is going to mess up my computer. So wish me luck, chat. This could be very interesting. Yoritoro, KeyDirex has cracked something. Hello, Mollypod. Hello. We're installing your recommended program of Animiro to see if I can get. I want to stream the sheet music from my iPad to the screen so you guys can watch along as well. We have video footage of the thieves. Oh yes. So, chat, Mollypod's motorbike, she's that cool, got stolen last night, and everybody's been moving very, very quickly to like try and help and things. She's managed to get some like Ring doorbell footage from her neighbors and get footage of it, which is very exciting because that means that like, you know, the police actually have something to go off of. So best of luck, Mollypod. I really, really hope that they get caught. And they deserve all the bad things, because what monsters would steal someone's motorbike like that? It's horrible. Okay, so log into your iMyFone ID. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to use an Apple login. What do I need an app for the phone? Presumably. I imagine so. iMyFone. Oop. Let's see. Not doing a lot of piano playing right now. This is me procrastinating. Even professionals procrastinate, guys. Like, don't at me. iMyFone. Sign in. We'll just do a password. Okay. That's going. Yes. Give me the two-factor authentication thing and I'll do that. Sorry to hear, Mollypod. I hope they catch their asses. New iOS connection mode. See, the thing is, like, I'm trying to stream from my phone, and I actually want to stream from my iPad. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll start with one thing. New iOS connection mode. Okay, great. Create your ID. Okay, we'll have my email address, and I will try not to dox myself in the process. Be very impressed if someone could use that footage to get my email address or my passwords. Okay, done. Save. That's not an invitation to try chat. Return to the program for normal use. Fine. Got it. iOS. Okay, so via Wi-Fi, yes. And now swipe down. And then do screen mirroring. Oh, sweet. That's kind of worked. So mouse control. Great. Yeah. All that good stuff. Oh. Do I need to buy it? Is that a thing? It does just appear to be working. Oh, it's got like a little thing on it. Okay. I mean, I'm going to buy it anyway because like it's a good piece of software and I like to support software developers. But this is kind of working. I then also need to work out how to do that. Wait, how do I actually buy it though? Oh no. Free version upgrade plan. Cool. Let's just do that. Okay. And wow, yeah, we can actually pay for this with money that this stream has made, which is wonderful, guys. That means that the fact that we're able to do this is directly as a result of the support that you guys have given this channel over the last couple of months. So thank you all very much. Go on, do the two-factor authentication thing with my face, apparently. Yes, go. Straight out of the Twitch money. There you go. Landlord called me like, we didn't receive your rent yesterday. My standing order expired. Oops, don't need that hassle. Oh God. Yeah, well, I mean, at least they called you to let you know rather than like letting it stack up, right? At least you can like sort that out. But my goodness, what poor timing. Okay. So now I've done that. Do I just what do I do? How do I tell it that I've done it? Do I just reset the program? Let's just try resetting the program and see if that does it. Done. Oh, do I have to download a different program? I might have to download a slightly different program. This is peak procrastination hours here, guys. I hope you're getting work done at home, because I'm not. End mirroring, yes. Skip, close. Yep, force quit. Okay. That's lovely. It's so lovely. I love this bit. All right. Okay, it's installed. Let's close the thousands of tabs I've got open as a result of that. iOS. Next. Screen mirror. And then we're going to set up a little scene so that you guys can see it. Okay. So that works. If I just like full screen that. So if I full screen that over there, can I then, let's duplicate the scene. Let's duplicate this, the scene that we're on right now. So this is the scene that we're going to edit. We're going to live edit this on Twitch, guys. Then you need to screen share the source. Yes. Yes, thank you for that. So I need to add a source that is window capture, I guess. Create new window capture, and we're just going to call this iPad. We're going to try and call this iPad. Okay. Make source visible. Yes. Select the window to capture. Hey, that works. Okay. Automatic. This is about to cover the screen, but you're about to see the music that I'm capture cursor. We don't need cursor on that. Okay, so that's fine. So that's a thing. We can, I don't know what the resolution of an iPad is, but maybe we just eyeball this bit and do that. I feel like we can go a little bit narrower in, like there, and then we can lose the bar at the top as well. Okay, we're sort of there. Let's take this down below all of that stuff. And then, I guess, yeah. What do we think, chat? What do we think that looks like? Yeah? No? And as I change it, oh, it changes the music as well. There we go. I love it. I'm glad you love it, Mollypod. I kind of like it too. But I miss Snacks. Well, Snacks is still there. Maybe for you to practice screens, you can offset your camera a bit so you're on the left side. And sheet music. I mean, I could do that right now. Let me see. If this is all going to look very, very ugly for a second, but bear with me, chat, because I want to get this right. If we put the music to full like that, and then literally just slide. Oh, I don't know what I'm sliding there. And then we take the camera and literally just go like this. Yeah? What do we think? Is this better? Is this a better way? Well, it's a tryout for now, isn't it? You're improvising anyway. I mean, yeah. So we have our regular scene like this, and now we have our iPad mirror scene as well, like that. So you guys can see me practicing. Is the chat too big? Should I make that smaller? I don't know. Give me your feedback, chat. Like, it's very helpful. Nearly work times, I'll have to stop watching and just listen, but this is nice. I'm glad Human 2.0. I'm glad you're getting some work done today. Also, it's almost 1 o'clock and you're just going to work now, you lucky thing. Let me know, chat, if you like how this looks. Like, tell me if you don't. Maybe a little border can improve it if you're planning on doing this more often. I don't want to add too much more in terms of, like, stuff that's in the way. Note Unworthy says, I do. I've just decided that one stream I would love to see Rex inside Snacks playing the piano. Absolutely not. That is not happening. But okay, right. Enough nattering. Let's go back to playing the piano. So you guys can now see what I'm doing, which is really cool. If you make it a bit smaller, the chat could be under the sheet music. I could. I feel like it would be really hard to actually see the sheet music at that point. I don't know. Just suggestions. Good suggestions. Much, much appreciated. I'm going to stop spending time on this now, I think, because I need to actually do some piano practice. It's sort of the point of this stream. Okay. But I might move the webcam over just a little bit more. I'm going to start faffing, but immediately faffs more. Yeah, well done me. Just want to get the edge of the lights back in there. There we go. I think that looks nice. All right. That wasn't good. Oh dear. We spent all that work on that and then just fluffed it. Okay, so we had a little bit of an issue up here as well. This bit here. Just going to put a little mark there to remind me to watch out. That's more like it. That was right. That's actually, it's the fact that this is confusing me here, which makes sense because you've got the, and you've got the, as a separate thing, and then, yeah, I think the way is to just lighten up just a little bit on here, just think up just a little on the hand. I think that's the way to do it. You guys can see now, like, exactly what I'm doing, which is cool. I like this. This is cool. I've just decided that one stream I want to see. Oh, I've read that already. We're all good. We're all good. Right, let's carry on. Nope. Ooh, that's hard. I think I've just got to get that melody in my head, like the lower bit, the... Isn't that lovely? I can feel that my little finger and my fourth finger are not as good as they used to be. So this is... And then this change. How can I finger this? I think if I hit the thumb on this little note down here, if I just put a little 1 above that. Yeah, and then if I get... Using my thumb for all of those, and I really shouldn't. But... it's just that 3 to 5 there over the 6th is just a little bit too much of a stretch. Ah, that's good, that's good. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Surely if it works, it works. It's not about whether or not it works. It's about whether or not it's... Because if it works, that's fine. It's got to work at different speeds. Oh, my goodness, I missed a follow? Maybe my follow alerts are off. Thank you very much, British Banker, for the follow. What a cool surname. Lovely to have you in, friend. Hi. Just a practice stream today. Yeah, that's fine. It's not about whether or not a fingering works. It's about whether or not that fingering is then translatable to faster and slower speeds, which we'll see a lot of in the next piece I'm going to tackle in a bit. We've got 5 more minutes to sort of like carry on working on this today, and then we're going to leave it there. Only way to know if the fingering works is good communication. Behave yourself, you degenerate. That's right. This left hand's confusing me. Then extra note. Is that what it is? Yes, it is. Oh, balls. Oh, I'm so close. If that's where we get to today, I'll be very, very happy, because it's like a lot of this is feeling a lot cleaner now, which is nice. Nope. No! It's this little E natural at the bottom here. It doesn't want to happen. It doesn't want to happen like that, but it needs to happen like that because it's got to be right. That's terrible discipline. Should we try that again? I'm getting a little flustered about it. We're about to have an ad break. If you're not subscribed, you are going to see up to 3 minutes of ads, depending on your region. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. Nothing exciting is going to happen. In fact, I'm going to take a short break whilst that happens as well. So go to the bathroom, get yourself some water, make sure you're taking your pills, maybe even open a window and look outside at the beautifully overcast skies, I think. I don't know. I've shut my curtains. And, you know, when that ad break starts, I will stop and we'll see you when you get back. No! It's just linking these two bars. A stretch and a hydrate. I will save those for during the ad break in 1 minute of Alter Hook Macro, but thank you very much. I'm just going to focus on this. Nope. If anyone's wondering how I'm turning pages without my hands, by the way, it's because I've got a foot pedal, and it's an iRig Blue turn. It's listed in the equipment below. All right, that ad break's about to start, so I am going to fully stretch and hydrate. So if you're at home and you haven't stretched or hydrated in a while, now is a good time. So stretch. What were those noises? Mandatory noises, and a hydrate as well. Okay, here we go. 10 out of 10 stretch there. I completely agree. Right, okay, so we've got a couple pages left on that piece, but I think we're going to leave it as... what I might do is do a run of the first half of that piece, a bash of the second half of that piece, and then move on to the other piece that we're working on. This one, which is much, much more difficult. And we got a certain amount of the way through yesterday. I think we got down to C. We got through almost 2 pages, but it's not perfect. It's hard. It's a very, very hard piece. And a lot of it is just memorizing it. So I think today is going to be a lot of just repetition, and we might not even get past that first bit. There's just some really, really lovely runs in this that when they're done. So yeah, it's a really, really cool piece. But that's what we'll be doing very, very shortly after we do this. If you are subscribed and you are there at home, let me know what you're up to. Are you also practicing? Because trying to do some kind of practice whilst someone else is practicing is usually a bad idea. Or maybe you're just doing some work. And if so, I would love to hear about it. Or maybe you're just vibing and having a nice Thursday? It's a Thursday. Sorry, my concept of what day of the week it is out of the window this week, because normally on a Wednesday night I would have D&D, and because one of our party is away celebrating an anniversary and another one is away next week, I've lost my sort of like routine of like, this is the thing that happens every week. And as a self-employed musician, like, my week is different every single week. So this week I have gigs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which means that the stream times are all over the place as well. And on top of that, I have a bunch of recording work to do, and I have a boyfriend to like try and see at some point in the middle of all that. Noteworthy says, I am listening to this piano guy in the bath, mentally preparing myself to go and play tennis and playing Pokemon at the moment. That sounds like a really, really good way to spend a Thursday morning. I don't remember the last time I had a bath on a Thursday morning, and I kind of want a bath on a Thursday morning now. It's getting pretty windy. Is it about to rain? I think it might be about to rain. I'm just going to shut my curtains, guys. Give me a second. One sec. Volta Hutmacher says, I don't know if this is what you want, but there you go. And I'm assuming you tried to post a link, and I have links switched off in chat for various reasons. I don't know what you were trying to send me there, friend. Human 2.0 says, I'm at work and lunchtime is just ending. I see. So you were already at work this morning, whilst I was being a degenerate and in bed, because I stayed up late after stream last night to watch one of my favourite DJs, Avian Invasion, who is wonderful. And I'm actually going to shout him out as well. Did I do a proper shout out for Mollypod? Let's do a proper shout out for Mollypod first. But yes. Okay. Yeah. I hate mornings. All right. So we're going to have a playthrough of the entire piece, including the bits that we've worked on this morning and the bits that we haven't worked on. And you guys can see the difference from the start of the stream, or even the start of last week's stream, because all of these streams, they go up on YouTube, Guitar X VODs, if you ever want to like watch back and see sort of like what they look like, or see the progress. At some point in my life, when I'm done with this piece, I will go back and watch that first stream, and we'll see just what it looks like. But yeah. All right, everybody's back. Let's do this. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that a lovely, lovely piece of music? I can't wait to like properly clean up the back half of that. That's really, really pretty. There's some bits that I'm misreading that I can now see, but there for another time. Right. If you were relaxing to this, that is so good. Thank you very much, Walter Hutmacher. 2 hours of work with some procrastination in the middle to set up this little like iPad feed. It's nice. It was from Final Fantasy. Yes, it's from the piano opera series arranged by Hiroyuki Nakayama. Basically, a new set of like concert virtuoso arrangements of these pieces. That's definitely one of the easier ones, and it's not actually that easy. It is harder in ways that are much less obvious than you might think. A lot of the real challenge of that piece comes from the musicality of it rather than the technical ability of it. But even then, the technical side of it is still, as you can see, pretty tidy. Anyway, let's go to one that has far more of a technical demand. Okay, this is about to get a lot less relaxing. Let me finish the coffee. I have a drinking problem, chat. I might need to go and change my t-shirt. Give me a second, chat. Just bro to be chugging. There was more coffee in there than I realized, and it's not the best shaped mug for that kind of thing. Oh good, someone's messaging me about work things as well. Nope, can't do that. Okay, right, let's do it. That's the easy bit. I'm going to correct that. That's where we got to last week. Not very far. Okay. Just going to focus on the first eight. Damn, says Walter Hutmacher. Yeah, no, this is... And to give you some perspective, there's There's 6 pages of this arrangement. We barely made it to the end of page 2 in 1 hour. Yeah, it is a lot. My goodness. Ooh, nope. Hello, Cap. Hello, I didn't know you were streaming today, or it's probably me who has potato memory. Well, honestly, if it wasn't for the announcements that I made on Discord, I would forget myself. There's a really crunchy chord right there. Where? Everywhere is where. I love this piece. All right. We're going to get this down. We're going to at least get this, like, to give you an idea of, like, how fast this should be. You know... Oh, no, it's streaming it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't do it. I absolutely can't do. Is learning 5 minutes hysterical? I know. I've watched 6 episodes of Frieren today. I fucking love it. I'm glad, friend. Hopefully this is not too distracting for you then. It's fine, I've just finished episode 11. Good. How do you play it at its regular tempo? It seems difficult AF. By doing it slowly. To do anything fast on the piano, you've got to be able to do it slowly, and you've got to be able to do it without enormous amounts of tension in your hand. And right now, there's a little bit of tension in my wrist, which is why I just took my bracelet off, because it's making me focus on it too much. And you've just got to be able to play the stuff without trying too hard, is the long and short of it. But when you're learning it, like, your brain is still configuring all the muscles to do the things that you want it to do very, very quickly. So you have to say, okay, these things have got to happen in this order. And you have to keep telling it that these things have got to happen in this order so it can ingrain those neural pathways so it can do it faster and faster and faster. So just getting good. Yeah, it's literally a skill issue. So, like, I have a skill issue in Tekken, and Score goes, yeah, exactly. Close. Oh, shit. We've got this little, like, counter melody going on in the middle of this bar. I want to make sure that happens. Key change. I mean, to talk about key changes in this kind of piece is kind of a bit of a mess. There are what are called transitory modulations. Like, this melody sort of like goes back and forth between A minor and C minor anyway. So A minor, C minor. It's literally just a sequence, a repetition in a different key. Then it goes back to A minor. So they're sort of key changes, but they happen so quickly that it's sort of pointless to talk about them as like full-on key changes. But there are places later in the piece where we get which is in D minor. So we've moved away from that sort of A minor into a related key. Anyway. We're getting there. We're getting there. If I hadn't frozen there, we'd have that. Making life harder for myself. By just looking, you playing the notes you are showing on the screen is the best way for me to learning how to read notes. You're basically teaching them to me. If this is how you learn to read music, more power to you, because this is not a good way to learn to read music. Okay. I'm going to hyper-focus on these 4 bars. Why not? Because there's a lot of notes. There are easier ways to learn, but if it works for you, then great. I basically already know where the notes are located, at least in the top row, because I'm a violin player. It's just getting used to them put there and how they sound, you know. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. elbow hurts. If we even get those 16 bars down, I will be happy. You're getting good. I should hope so. This is what practice is for. Whoa, wonky, but it's kind of elegant. It is a really cool piece. It is a really, really cool piece. It's beautifully, beautifully arranged. It's got some really, really wild stuff going on in it. I need to... Good. My mouse has stopped working again. I love that. Oh, if anyone wants to buy me a new mouse, feel free. Here we go. It's getting there. going to put some fingering on these because I know what the fingering needs to be. 3-1-3. Those need to be 3-1-3s, and this one needs to be 3-2-1. And it's in order to make space for the other ones. 3-1-3, 3-1-3 bang, 3-1-3 bang, 3-2-1. So that thumb can hold that A. Okay. Hosier collab with. I'm going to wait for Hosier to approach me on that one. We need to fix that because I keep getting that wrong. It's a few times I've done that wrong now. I don't know who that is. Collab with who? Cool to watch the process come together. Piano NJ, hello, welcome. This is just a practice stream. So I, for the second time working on this piece, it's very, very difficult. It's Hiroyuki Nakayama's arrangement of the boss fight music from Final Fantasy VII. It's really cool. It's very, very difficult. So if you're interested in the process, like, this is what it looks like. It's just a lot of work. It's a beautiful piece and you managed very well. I couldn't. Well, listen, Piano NJ, you sound like you might be a music streamer, so I'm going to hit you with... I'm already following you. Okay. Well, there we go then. It's a beautiful piece and you managed very well. I couldn't. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really, really cool. The actual speed of this piece is ludicrous. It's that. It's that. It's, yes. We are a very long way off that. It's cool though. It's really, really cool. One day. And speed, yes. I'll succeed. You'll succeed ASAP for sure. Well. These streams will be a record of that. Doesn't help that I'm not really practicing this piece between those streams, and I really should. A reason why I didn't choose to play the piano is because you have to read 2 rows of music at once. I don't have the energy to do that. Cap, that is worse than you might think. Reading 2 staves of music is one thing, but as we were talking about in the last piece, sometimes there are more than 2 ideas going on as well that you need to communicate with those 2 hands. In this previous piece, we had these lovely 4 bars where you have this lovely sort of like left-hand thing going on. And you've got the melody in the middle, and you've got this counter melody on top. And like reading those 3 things independently, that's the real art there. The real art is like transcending, like if someone's listening to it and is not hearing the hands anymore, but just hearing those melodic ideas, that's the trick. Balls! Thank you for the support emojis. that really needs to be right. Because if I get that note wrong, everything else falls apart. What I'm doing there on that run, I'm resetting my fingering every 3 to put my thumb on it because it hits up just a little. You got it, thank you. It gives it an emphasis and just maintains the pulse. Like that. I could do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then have this weird sort of lump on the end. But I think that makes more sense. Anyway. I do want to do some work on the next section today because I've not really touched it yet. It's a lot of thirds. We're going to try it anyway. The next bit's great. It's just the most ridiculous run. I love that. Let's get these thirds down. for this. Currently going 4 over 5. How on earth do you do that? Maybe you do go 4 over 5. It's not good technique, but... I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. It's hard. It's all very hard. I reckon there's probably more sensible fingerings for it, but I'm still going to keep going. It's a gorgeous arrangement. I love it. Key change. Thank you, Piano NJ. I appreciate the support. What a groovy bass line. My goodness. What a really cool bass line. Ads are going to start at 5. Okay, that's fine. We'll get there. Isn't it cool? Let's highlight those because they need to happen. bit's actually surprisingly easy. That is really cool. I agree. Okay, this is what's going to happen because I also need to pee. I also got to think about going to work as well. So I am going to carry on for a little bit because we're making very good progress with this piece today. And I would like to continue to do that. I would like to at least nail down this new section. I doubt I'm going to get through any meaningful work on that, to be honest. So if you're not subscribed, you're about to see up to 3 minutes of ads. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything because I'm going to take a bio break. So you should take a bio break. Do the thing. Go get some water. Make sure you're taking your pills. Like, look outside, touch grass. Do the things you got to do, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes when you get back. I am gonna put the BRB thing up and do a bio break myself. So I will leave you in the capable hands of the chair command, which I should really update the chair command. There you go. You have been told to fill the chat with emotes. I will see you very shortly, chat. Blah. It's really cool because like there's a bit of a. I should really talk about this when the ad break's over, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'll wait. I have sweets, so I'm gonna eat sweets because I can do that. I'm an adult, and if I want sweets, I can have sweets. How are you out there, chat? Are you still with me? Are you alive? Are you doing your own thing? Are you lurking? Are you gaming? Are you working? Heaven forbid. I got a gig up in Coventry today to do. So I'm in doing a wedding then, and then for the rest of this week, it's just going to be more gigs, I think. Let's put the lights back. There we go. Yeah, so it is Coventry, then Chonky Saurus tomorrow night. Then I'm doing a wedding for a friend. And then I'm doing an 80th birthday down in Kent on Sunday. It is a busy, busy week for me. And between all of that, I need to record some theatre tracks for a kids show as well. So anyone that says like being a musician isn't a real job, my goodness, they are so very wrong. All right, 30 seconds. I wonder what time I need to leave for that gig. I think it was 4 o'clock. Yeah, we've got maximum another hour on the stream, I think. Lollipops are great. The world needs more lollipops. Okay. And we're back. Okay. Let's get from the top. Too quick. Who's texting me? Cool. So there's this really interesting like little counter melody in the middle. It doesn't feel like it, but it is. Yeah, it's got this like... Ah, it's so close. That's so much harder than it used to be. Again, that bit's not as hard as it looks. It's just really impressive. I say it's not as hard as it looks. I can't play it. No, it's good. Now you know why we were practicing the C major scale at the start, because I can't do that. Thinking about this too hard. That's just straight up chromatic. But they are quintuplets, which makes them hard to think about. So let's not double finger that. Okay. Robbie's life. Robbie's the one who put me onto this piece in the first place. The next bit's actually a lot easier. I say that. Okay. Let's string all this together, and then I think we're going to round up for the day. Maybe raid into Robbie. Okay. No. Bring it down. think we've hit the point now where I am just smashing the keys and hoping, but we're getting there. This piece is a lot further on than it was, and we're almost halfway, to be honest. Sort of back to the beginning there. Okay, right. I think I've lost all semblance of actually being able to concentrate on this anymore. So that will do it for today's coffee and chill practice session. Thank you all so much for a wonderful, wonderful practice stream, even if you've just been lurking in the background. I always really, really appreciate just your time and attention in this matter. So thank you all. We're going to go... we're going to go raid Robbie because it's entirely his fault that we're learning this piece in the first place. He is really, really great fun. If you are out there and you feel like taking part in the raid, please do just copy and paste the message. Human 2.0 says, it's been a lovely lurk. LaSurf says, now go shower, your feet stink. If you take part in the raid, you get channel points. Troke12 says, I made it to the raid. Perfect timing. You can come and adopt some channel points. Robbie is a wonderful, wonderful piano streamer as well. Fantastically technical. Arguably better than I am. Really, really wonderful German guy. Let's go show him some love. Go be his problem. Insta. Brilliant stream as always. Thank you, P1. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around and tolerating the bashy smashy. Thanks for keeping me company while I watched. Thank you for keeping me company while I streamed. And until next time, guys, the next stream is... That's a really good question. When is the next stream? It is... Oh, it's literally tomorrow. Tomorrow evening. Oh, yes, it's before Chonkysaurus. So we're doing Electric Lounge. So we're going to play some more Trombone Champ tomorrow night. Hello, Felix. So let's go raid. Here is the raid message. If you haven't already copied and pasted it, get ready to go. Because taking part in the raid gets you channel points. And channel points allows you to take part in things like Piano Quest and to redeem live learns and all those kinds of things. So they're very important on this channel. Much love to you all. Thank you all for being here. Let's go, baby. See you. Bye-bye. Bye. Let's go. Woo. Yeah. Here we go.